Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now for the next few minutes I just want you to bear with me as we roll back the clock to 1994. And I had a small little workshop for about 3 years manufacturing speaker enclosures. And in that workspace I had a radial arm saw, a bench saw, a few power tools and a compressor. Now those were the days before the technology and the CNC machines was available to the Joe Blocks in a garage or in a small little workshop. It was unattainable. It was also before YouTube because the internet was in its infancy, so information in general was extremely difficult to come by. Forward to 2009 and I get a chest infection. That chest infection eventually becomes pneumonia. I end up in hospital and it takes me a few weeks to recover. Now after I'm better, I had to go for chest x-rays for 2 months, weekly chest x-rays for 2 months. And it's during one of those sessions that the consulting doctor asked me if and for how long I've been smoking. And I said, "Doctor, I've never smoked in my life." And he said, "Well, from what I see, it looks as if you've been smoking for a very long time." Now, back then, it didn't make any sense to me. I thought it was because I was sick. It's only a couple of months later that I made the connection between the state of my lungs and what I was doing for 3 years and in an unventilated space when I was manufacturing those MDF enclosures. Then if we forward the clocks to today, we basically have YouTube and the internet as an infinite amount of information. Apart from that, the barrier to entry into the CNC market is now basically non-existent. If you have a few $100s, you can buy a new machine or a used machine. You can go to the local shop, buy yourself plywood, MDF, composite or even aluminium. You can go home, bolt it down and start to make components for yourself or to make money from those components that you make. Now the thing is, if you cut your finger at home, you go in, you put the plaster a few weeks and you get better. If it's more serious, you go to the hospital, they put a few stitches in and you're better after a couple of weeks. The problem with air quality is you don't get sick today. In most cases you don't get sick today, or you don't feel it today or tomorrow or next month or next year. It takes a couple of years to get to you. Most of the times it will eventually get to you. You know, at a bare minimum, I would think that you should at least have some form of enclosure and at least some form of dust extraction connected to the enclosure. Now, mine currently is, or the executive, the Symbiosis is in an enclosure. This one, I'm still waiting for my enclosure, but it's going to have dust extractor, and I'm going to have air filtration system connected to it. And I also have an air quality meter to check the particles in my work area. Now I know you're never going to have it perfect, and I'm not aiming for perfection. I am just aiming to do the best I can. Unfortunately, when we're young, we think we're invincible, but it eventually catches up with us. You know, if you machine aluminium and you have an open surrounding around your machine and you don't have an enclosure, you might say, "I'm fine, I'm very careful." You can have it right 99% of the time. You only need to get it wrong once. A flying piece of aluminium hits you in the eye and there's a problem. You know, this video is not just doom and gloom. I hope that if you're just looking to get into the field, or you're already in the field, or like me, you've been in the field for many years, you look at this and just look through new eyes at our health and safety. We all want to live long, we want to make money, and we want to do business and be with our loved ones. So please take that with you. I hope you take it serious. I definitely do. As I said, I know firsthand how it feels. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.